Welcome back. I am a friendly pest. Today I'm playing Wrath, Aeon of Ruin, and it's stuttering occasionally for some reason. See if that smooths out. Playing on a MetaQuest 3, streaming this from my PC wirelessly over Steam Link. Today's going to be a good day, probably, if the performance settles down. Let's return. Latest Soul Tether, away we go. Hope you guys are having a good day. Happy Tuesday.
The moons cast this land in a flattering radiance, so sad that it lays a veil of beauty over such loss.
Such foolish loss.
Foolish loss. And death.
And death and loss and foolish loss and death and death and loss. Last time we cleared over there. So this time we're going to go over here. Hope you guys are having a good day. Today's going to be a good day. Some bad weather coming in, but we're going to stream for a little bit. Trying to decide if I want to finish this game. I like this game. I'm having fun playing this game. Doesn't seem like people are too interested in it, so I might play it on my own and not record it. I don't know. I haven't decided. Let's just have some fun. I think I've already done the mire. I did. I don't want to do the mire again. How do I leave the mire? How do I leave the mire? That was not it. That was not it. I don't want to do this level again. It's so dumb. Let's see. Is like everything going to be clear? Or is this like starting all over? Maybe I can just run to the exit. I thought I was going to a different one, but I think there's something down there in the water. It's just a health item. Looks like whenever you go back to an area you've been to, the enemies are still dead. That's nice. Hey, UK Dazarus, welcome to the stream. First, yeah, you're first. I did not think you'd be asleep because it's a very reasonable hour. Phoenix Pest Control, second. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I accidentally went back to somewhere I've already been. It doesn't look like the enemies respawn, so I'm going to try to run to the exit, and we'll go from there. I thought this was a different place, but I was dumb and wrong. Dumb and wrong. I can just like run right up to the exit, or it's even like a teleporter. I remember the controls. I haven't played in a couple days. Thinking about starting streaming something else. Not that I'm not having fun with this game, I am. But it seems like not too many people are that interested in this game. Something's shooting at me. We're not worried about him. Pretty sure we can just get right to the exit. I'm super glad that stuff doesn't just respawn. Don't get me wrong, I like the idea of I'm gonna remember what I'm doing here. Like being able to replay levels, but this would have been a real pain to have to replay this. Alright. Let's see where we're supposed to go next. Interesting. Like it didn't reset my time or anything. That's odd, huh? I wonder where we go then. So not there. Where do we go next, bro?
The moons cast this land in a flattering radiance.
Radius?
So sad that it lays a veil of
This is the same thing he said last time.
over such loss. Such foolish loss. And death.
Oh, my phone is ringing. Let me have a look here. This is the work phone. Ah, shit. Be right back. Be right back. I do have to answer this. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the stream. I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Hope everything's still working. Yeah, it looks like it's still working. Sorry, I had a work call, you know? Is this going to be a Metroidvania game? I don't know about that. Is it doable one-handed? I'm not sure if it's definitely probably not playable one-handed unless you can change the way it plays. Since I'm going to say mean things about him. You might as well say mean things about me anyway. Right. Alright. I'm a little flustered. Had a work call, but it's okay. I don't have to go in. I was able to talk somebody through something. I don't think I've been up there, so let's go over there. I think instead of people figuring stuff out for themselves or even trying to figure stuff out for themselves, they just call me first, you know? Okay, cool. We have found a place we have not been. We're going to the Hollow. 330 enemies, 17 secrets, 1 relic. Let's do this. I'm going to start with... we'll just use 2 shotguns. Hey, in a couple days, pretty cool games coming out. On the 16th, The Amusement's coming out, and EXD, that extra dimensional game. Extra Dimensional is reviewing very highly. The thing about Extra Dimensional is it looks like an absolutely fantastic game to play, but like all the big channels are going to cover it, so I might wait and pick it up later to play it. I am excited to play it, but there's like, when all the big channels jump on a game, there's no reason for a little channel to cover the game, except just to play it. And I do want to play it, but there's no rush. It reminds me of the time I featured... I featured a Halo mod for contractors, I think it was. And that video was doing great. And then all of a sudden, the views stopped. And I realized that Habby had covered the same game. And as soon as he covered it, my views shut off. You know what I mean? Not that I like hyper focus on that, because really I'm just here for a good time. But also, like when you create content, you want people to watch it, you know? I don't know if I can go up here. Cannot. We'll explore elsewhere first. Or we can use... That's not what I wanted to do. Magic path. I was having that conversation the other day. Like, there's a... You want to do what you do because you like doing what you do. And you don't want to worry... You don't want to chase other people's acceptance too much. Because you kind of become obsessed with that, and then you're not who you are. Not who you want to be. You become like... this version of yourself where you're chasing acceptance. And I do think, overall, I've done a pretty good job of staying true to who I wanted to be on my content over the years. I have not sacrificed what I want my channel to be for what I think people would watch. But at the same time, there's a big contrast. Like, that ideology that, no, I'm just going to be myself, is great, except for creating content that you want other people to watch. You know what I mean? So there's got to be like a sweet spot where, yes, you want to create what you want to create because that's what you want to create, but you also want people to like it. And sometimes those don't overlap, you know? I think, real talk, there was a time when my channel was kind of taking off. And if I had pivoted a little bit more to what other channels were doing, I think there was a chance that this channel could have taken off. And instead, I just kept doing what I wanted to do, and as a result, the channel is definitely flat. We are going to have to slow things down. Slow motion feature is awesome. Check the health. Health and armor is good. Can't quite hit that guy. There we go. Slow things down for a minute. That got hectic. Okay. Ooh, my barrier's not working at all now. I'm gonna have to, like, keep track of my own position in the world because my safety barrier is not working. Call out. Let's see. Poopy head. Okay, yeah. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, if you guys didn't notice, Kiaris from the Discord, or the Average Adult Gamer, everybody knows Kai. He had his first stream the other day. He's got his YouTube channel. There's a link in the Discord that's kind of buried. But if you want to support Kai, because he's a pretty good dude. Been around the channel for a long time. I know he's been working his way up to the stream and trying to put his computer together for probably years. So it's pretty cool that he was able to finally get that done, and he's starting to stream. So if you guys want to support Kai. Oh, some dismemberment. Very cool. His first stream had some technical difficulties, which, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Every video I ever made, ever. Has had technical difficulties. Man, I feel like I'm getting beat up today. I do kind of love this game, not gonna lie. I know these boomer shooters aren't for everybody. It is super fun to play, though. Surprise, pal. Hit this save point. Let's go hit that real quick. Get this armor. Nice. Save. Those really fast ones stress me out some. Alright, we need to get back up there now. My favorite weapons, definitely the shotguns. Just like a nice balance of range. The rate of fire is a little low, but they do a lot of damage. Fun to use. The automatic's nice, but you run out of ammo if you're carrying it. Let's see what's over here real quick. I don't want to fall. Probably some mild secret around there, but... Real talk, if anybody's watching the stream right now, like, what game would you like me to cover next? Or do you not care? I'm probably going to get the amusement. I know I played the demo for it, and I was kind of lukewarm on it, but I still think it's cool. I'm probably still going to pick it up, because I feel like a lot of people might kind of sleep on that game. And that doesn't automatically mean it's going to be good, you know? But... how can I get up there? I do kind of want to cover games that other people don't cover, because it gives me a little niche to work in, for one. But also, like, I feel like those games deserve to be covered too. You know what I mean? But Extra Dimensional looks really cool. I will play that for sure. I'm going to hold off on it at first, at least. Just because every single big channel is going to cover it, and I just get buried. There's no reason. I don't have a video scheduled for tomorrow. But I do have a, I finally put together my review for Metro Awakening. That's going to go up Friday. I'm really happy with how the review turned out. I think, okay, we're slowing things down. We're slowing things down. We're slowing things down. Awesome. I was first playing the game, I wasn't too sure about it, you know what I mean? But it's a little too fast, it's a little too crazy, but the more I play it, I absolutely love this. Can I slide through that? Nope. Can I slide under that? Nope. Alright, check the chat, figure out where I am real quick. That's why I quit doing Into the Radius ASMR. I really liked your Into the Radius ASMR videos, but I understand what you mean. He wasn't having fun anymore, and that's what's important. We enjoy it or cower in fear. It's more entertaining stream. True. It's funny how that seems to be like the two options when it comes to my streams. There's a switch over here, but it's telling me to go that way. I'm going to try to reach the switch. I don't know what that did. Huh. I saw Star Trek Infection got its 3rd update. I'm going to go probably another 2 or 3 weeks. How do I go for it? I don't think I can make that jump, can I? Okay, well. Guess I can. Sure we're going the right way. Platforming. Wrong button. I don't love this. Alright. Slow motion's where it's at, boys. We're gonna drop a checkpoint and keep going. I remember your ASMR cleaning videos on Into the Radius. I remember, not only do I remember those videos, I remember thinking those videos were genius. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, that was a great idea. I wished I would have thought of that myself. And like, the only reason I didn't then start doing those videos also was because you beat me to it, and fair is fair. I was very surprised that those videos didn't do better than they did, because I think that was a great idea. But evidently, I am not a good judge of what content is going to be good, right? Well, We're gonna need to work here. Load, please. Just telling my Discord the other day. Yesterday, I think. Whenever I first made my very first Inner Radius videos, my first videos on the channel I used today was an Inner Radius video. And I remember there were several people that I trusted on Twitter, friends on Twitter. And I linked them the video, and I'm like, let me know what you think. And unanimously, they all said, this is not going to take off. These videos are boring. You talk too much about stuff that doesn't have anything to do with the game. And I decided not to take their advice and continue to make the content I wanted to make anyway. And they were absolutely right. But I did choose to make what I wanted to make rather than what I thought would have been successful. But you know what? I appreciate that they told me an honest answer. Like, they watched the content and they're like, this isn't going to work. Those are good friends that tell you what's true. You know what I mean? Let's see. Just can't be arsed to talk to myself while streaming. Kind of pointless. I don't understand, Dazzy. I talk to myself all the time. About everything. Wow. We're going to use the autos. These are where it's at when you got a lot of enemies. You just don't have much ammo for them. What the hell? Those are such a pain. Jumping time. I feel like we need a checkpoint. Magic path, go that way. I wonder what's up there. How do you get up there? It's all good. I feel like it's going to be busy in here, huh? Let's find out. Two for one. Where did we go? I would have never figured that out. Since my play barrier's not working, I gotta like occasionally reset myself here. Let's see. You never know what's gonna hit. Unfortunately, it's not always best that hits. If I win the lottery, I'll bring Dazcast back. Yeah, you should bring the Dazcast back. Oh no, my hands are stuck together. There we go. You should bring the Dazcast back anyway. I thought about creating a pest cast, but someone pointed out to me my videos might as well already be a podcast, so they didn't really know what the point of me actually having a podcast was. And that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having one, but I kind of talk about whatever I want to talk about anyway. Like if there's a game coming up that I'm excited about, even if it has nothing to do with what I'm playing or covering, I talk about it, you know? Real talk though, I feel like the way I'm making reviews after I play through a game now kind of gives the games their due diligence when the time comes. Like maybe when I was playing the game I was scattered like I always am, but whenever I finally do the review piece, that's all about that game. You know what I mean? So I think it's fair. Did we win? You guys watch the fights over the weekend? If you didn't, check them out. UFC fight, UFC 327. Some really good fights on that card. Not all of them, but most of them were really great. Heavyweight fight between Blades and Hokit really stole the show. It was a lot of fun. Wow, it's super busy in here. You know what? Firing them both at the same time, that's where it's at. Both barrels, baby. Alright, hit the check. This is going really well today. This stage is considerable more... let me get these both on the same reload cycle. There we go. Considerable more jumping than previous levels. That's a long way. We did it. Hey, a relic. Now what? There's the exit up there. Not sure how we get there. We'll figure it out together. What's the magic path say to do? This way. Having fun with this game. I especially like that they added the magic path. I know that's kind of easy mode for this style of game, but otherwise figuring out these levels would have been an actual nightmare and not fun at all. So that's new, and it's dead. Oh, it dropped something different. Might be a new weapon around here, huh? So good. Simple, but great. Looks like we're making that jump, huh? Unfortunate. Just barely. Ugh. I don't know about this level design, you know what I mean? We did it. We did it. Did not get a new gun. The enemy dropped a type of ammo that I don't have a weapon for, which is interesting. 207 of 293. 0 secrets. That's okay. Only 22 minutes. We've got time to do another level. Back to Morning Vale. 3 of 5. So there must be 5 levels hidden in the Morning Vale, and we've completed 3 of them. And then maybe after that there's another zone. We'll check the chat before we move on. I watched Raw today, if that helps. No. Wrestling is a waste of time. That can only distract from important things. UFC 327 was really fun, though. And I'd spent all day excavating, waterproofing the foundation of my parents' house. So I was really tired. It was great to go home and just chill out and
There
watch the
were
fights.
5 guardians, all told. Each had their domain and dominion over the peoples of this world. They were certain of their place.
And so became complacent.
Complacent.
Cool story. See if we can figure out where the next level is. Maybe right there, huh? Hopefully this one's got less jumping, but in fact I had to jump to get into it. Like, that's a secret over there, right? No! Dang it. Ooh, we got some mana. Dark armor, secret discovered. I don't know what that does. What the heck? I'm hitting the jump button, but I'll tell you what's going on. I'm going to tell you what's going on. Like, as I'm bumping along the steps, see how I kind of bump as I move across steps and things? My feet are temporarily off the ground, and while they are, I can't jump. So as I'm like bumping along, it's making me miss my jump. It's totally not my fault. It's the game's fault. Okay. The gardens. 399 enemies is a lot, but only 12 secrets, so maybe it's straightforward. I'm gonna check the chat before things get ugly. I'm underneath this thing. Fell for that, has to be. Thanks, Daz. Thanks. Lots of secrets means lots of replays. Yeah, but I don't have the patience to go back into games. Oh, I'm almost out of ammo. This is really bad. We'll use the automatic and the pistol for a little bit. That's pistol ammo. I need shotgun ammo. I don't like to go back through games and find everything. There's only a couple games I've ever done that. A few games. Dead Rising 4, The Witcher 3, completed all the DLC and tried to find everything I could do, and I tried to do all the side quest stuff, which, great game, tremendous game. And Red Dead Redemption 2, same thing. I did everything I could do in that game. Okay, here we go. There was another one. He's stuck. Outsmarted him. Those are shotgun shells. Can't see my crosshair. I think this is the direction we go. Unfortunately, we're going to spend some time in the water, boys. Pistol's still decent, though. You know you got a good game when even the starter weapon is good. Which? Ooh, too quick on the trigger there. That's actually kind of a shot against Quake 2. Because as great a game as Quake 2 was, the starter pistol was horrendous. And anybody arguing with me is wrong. Dumb and wrong. It's not an opinion, it's an objective truth. The starter pistol in Quake 2 is terrible. Alright, clear everybody and we'll use this save. Go away, bro. How are we doing on ammo? We're doing just fine. I'm gonna use the save station real quick here. After we get this bottle of stuff, figure out where we're supposed to go. Keep rocking. Gotta watch the rate of fire on the pistol. I'm actually just gonna use the pistol by itself for a little while and see how it works out. It's not bad. It's not bad. Just gotta keep in mind the 6 shots before you reload. What are we doing on shotgun ammo? I think we're good enough to carry shotgun again. Telling me to go down there. What's with the golden door? Can't open it. Make sure I'm in my space correctly here. Boxing's better than UFC? Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. Dazer says, got FHS running on Ultra Max PC. That's Forza Horizon, I assume. Yeah, it needs to be a VR game. I agree. There's the key I need for the red door. Where'd that thing go? All games should be in VR. All games should have a VR mode. I know that probably doesn't make a lot of sense financially to devs, but it would make me happy, and I think that's worth more than money. Actually, pretty sure that if I knew what happiness felt like, I would think that it was worth more than money. Alright, with the red key, and we're going through the red door. Boxing is not better than UFC. I'm not saying boxing's bad. I'm just saying people don't care about 90% of boxers. You know what I mean? They'll care about like one fight on the boxing card. And maybe it's a great fight, right? Maybe it's fun. And in real life, I like boxing. Like as an activity I've done, thoroughly enjoyed it. Friend used to come over, we'd box. It was a great time. Super good exercise, super fun. We had a great time boxing. But like as far as something I want to watch, not that crazy about it. Not that you can't have great boxing matches, because you can. And not that you can't have terrible UFC fights, because you absolutely can. Especially if somebody's like super wrestling heavy and they don't want to engage and they're just trying to win on points. Not fun to watch. You get that in boxing too. somebody that just keeps wanting to clinch. They're tired, so they just keep clinching. They know they're ahead on points, so they're just going to ride it out. Not fun to watch. Somebody just rides their bike. Looking back on like boxing history. Will of the Wisp, do you remember him? Bro went into a round, and he said, watch this now. This is some real boxing history here. He goes, watch this now. I'm not going to throw a punch, and I'm going to win this round on every single card. And he did. And the dude just had incredible footwork. And he didn't throw a single punch the entire round. Just basically ran from the guy. Slipped everything. And he won that round on every single card. And it was an incredible display of defense. Don't get me wrong. But if you don't want to engage, it kind of doesn't matter which one you're talking about. There are options. Ooh, starting to thunder outside. I'm gonna drop a check. Where did I just get shot from? If the power goes out and the screen dies, I won't be back, just so you guys know. So I appreciate everyone watching. I hope that happens. Sincerely, thanks for taking the time to share your time with me. It means a lot because this is super fun for me to play games and talk with you guys and hang out with you guys. And that's only possible because you guys show up. You're wrong. I do a mean job just talking to myself for a while. This is better. It's better when you guys actually show up. Great jump by me right there. Where's my magic path? That way. If we can get through this level, we're gonna stop. I need to start putting the work in on this game. That was a lot. Should have slowed things down. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Wanting to put the work in on this game, make some headway on this game, because it's a super long game, I think. And I do want to ultimately complete it. But I can't do that playing it half hour at a time. I'm going to have to lock in. Need to get these shotguns on the same reload cycle. That's better. Some health and armor. The door just closed behind me. Drop a checkpoint. Checking the chat. Boxing was good, better in the 90s, true. You'll agree with that. Have you seen the medieval armored UFC I have? That does look wild. That looks fun. It looks like it would be fun to do, but I'm like, I wonder what the injury ratio is. Like, it looks like the armor they've got with the weapons they're using, that it's relatively safe from like lethal injury, but at the same time, you gotta wonder. The truth is, like, everything is more fun in real life. Like, there was a time where my jam was dirt bikes. That's all I did was think about dirt bikes, buy dirt bikes, work on dirt bikes, and ride dirt bikes. Not only that, I liked dirt bikes, okay? In addition, I was a big fan. But I went to a Supercross one time, back when Bubba Stewart, Chad Reed, Ricky Carmichael, back when they was the boys, you know what I mean? And I was bored to death. And that was kind of when I realized it's fun to do things, it is not fun to watch things. Which is kind of how I've always felt about video games too, to be honest. That's why I like content creators that are real and talk about real things, and not guys that are just trying to put on a show. That's why I like people like My Name is Spike and Mr. Nuggins and Yourself Being Pest Control and Dazzy Baby and even Venomous Lou. Like real people that are not just trying to be clowns, you know what I mean? People that are playing games because they love games and talking about games. It's starting to get down outside. I'm gonna save again. Better save in here. Where are we going? This way. Rock and roll. Make some progress. Hopefully the storm doesn't knock my power out. It's getting down out there. That's real talk for it's raining hard. You know what I mean? Man, that's fun. So, I did say I'm going to wait for Radius 2 to get its 1.0 release before I play. And I'm also avoiding watching videos on it. But I did want to say I noticed some video titles from different creators, and it seems like people are mad at Radius 2 right now for some reason. And I'm like intentionally not going to watch those because I don't want to be influenced on that. Like one of the reasons I don't like to watch reviews on stuff before I play things, because I don't want to know what other people didn't like about it. Like, it doesn't matter to me, but I also feel like you can kind of be influenced by that a little bit. I see it a lot with motorcycle reviewers. I know that's off topic, right? But motorcycle reviewers will often almost say the same thing word for word about a machine, and I know it's because they watched each other's reviews. No, I fell. I'm so mad at myself. I tried to turn and run and jump because I was afraid they were all going to explode on me and I was going to get killed. Damn, it is raining so hard. Gotta figure out how to get back up there. Is there going to be an easy way up? Anyway, so I'm like intentionally not going to watch the negative reviews. And I'll find out for myself when the time comes. Gotta get up there somehow. Oh good, we're not set back that far. Great. Where's my chat? Careful. Don't want your PC to get zapped. True. True, but I'm gonna keep playing anyway. Can't live in fear. Can't live in fear, then we don't live at all. And real talk, I have lived afraid of the future most of my life. So, not exactly advice I'm good at taking, but in this case, I'm going to risk the PC with you. Stupid blind skull things. Ow! What a sweet sound the two automatics make. Golden key, boys. This is going to cause some harm, isn't it? Hey, switch. Can we open this? Evidently not. Another switch. Open the floor, I think. Yep. Get off me. Get off me. Checkpoint. Rock and roll. The game is friendly with those checkpoints if you want to drop them. And I never would have been able to make any progress without the magic pad. By the way, any like creators that I didn't think to mention when I was mentioning creators. Ran out of ammo and took some damage there. I apologize. Because I do watch. I watch a handful of people. Just because I didn't think of you doesn't mean that I don't like what you do. Ow. I'll say this, I don't watch any of the bigger channels. In my opinion, the only reason to watch any of the bigger channels is just because they get stuff early, and if you can't wait, like you want to see something before it's out, that's why you watch them guys. Otherwise, I don't know. They don't do it for me. Just explode. Ow! Still big. We're about through it, boys. We're about through it. Take a quick peek around, get this relic. It'll be 2 levels in 1 day. Pretty good. Can't get in there. Can't. Telling me to go that way. Why are they so durable? Woo! What are you doing here? Go away, bro. Alright, back in the way we came. I want to talk about the level design here for a second. If it wasn't for the magic path, this would be infuriating, you know? What an absolute nightmare if it wasn't for the magic path. We did it. We did it. Uh-oh. This is crazy. Let's see. Dang, man, can see how that limits some games. Yep. Oh, yeah, it's talking about Dazzy. Yep. Dazzy's an inspiration to us all. He's not good looking. He can't understand anything he says, but he still games despite his challenges. It's good things his wife does the cooking. Yeah. Dad's a hell of a guy and a good friend, real talk. Daz and I have been friends. I remember the first time we interacted. I don't know if Daz remembers the first time we interacted. 24 minutes. Nice. There's only one more relic left in the Morning Vale. I'll go down here and see what this fellow has to say. Go up there and save real quick, maybe? Yeah, let's see what he says. I'm gonna give you a chance, Daz. See if you remember the first time we interacted. I remember.
The other guardians were not what they seemed. They turned their fair faces to the world, yet harbored treachery.
Politicians. Okay. Daz is blaming his bad memory right now. Watch. I haven't even read it yet. I haven't read his response yet, but that's what he's blaming his memory. Watch. So I think this is the last one, and we're going to save it for next time. We'll drop a checkpoint. It's real bright here. Let's see. Daz doesn't say, but I remember. Daz, I did not know you before the stroke. But I remember when it happened. And there was a lot of people that I did interact with that were like supporting you and having your back and stuff. And I started kind of paying attention to you a little bit, even though I didn't know you because of that. And I remember one day, it must have been Far Cry 6. You asked Twitter if it could be played with one hand. And I remember somehow I stumbled back across that post maybe a day later, and nobody had responded to you. And I thought to myself, like, these guys all claim to have your back, but nobody could help you out on this, you know. And I didn't know you, but I reached out to you, and maybe you remember, and I asked what hand you could use, and I tried to play it one-handed. And I told you what I came up with, and we've been friends ever since. You know what I mean? Because you seemed like a good dude to me, and I felt like people that said they had your back didn't necessarily have your back, and that bothered me. Yeah, you remember that? I did. Hell yeah. We've been friends ever since. That's worth more than millions and stuff. I would definitely rather be friends with Daz than have millions of subscribers and lots of money and women throwing themselves at me. This is way better. I promise. Yeah, definitely way better. Let's see. I'm gonna find a nice spot and sit down. It's too bright here. It's actually so bright it makes my eyes hurt. Okay. Today was fun. We went through 2 zones. We got 2 relics. We got 1 more to complete, and then we're done with the Morning Veil. And I think there's going to be like another biome after that, which is kind of exciting. I don't think I got it in me to do 1 more today. But I've only been streaming for about an hour, right? Let me think about it for a second. I might try again. I might do 1 more. I might just stretch it out and go for it. Because it's still kind of early in the evening, and I don't have anything else I need to do. I've already done everything else I needed to do for today. Hell with it. Let's do 1 more, guys. Let's do 1 more. Rock and roll. So, ooh, almost fell. Plenty of ammo. Let's go. Getting hot in here. The Priory. 482 enemies? Holy crap. We should have went home. We should have went to bed. 28 secrets? That's nuts. We're definitely going to be relying on the magic path today. One thing I'll say about this game is, like, I hope the next biome has varied enemies. I don't think it will, though. Like, I think the enemies I'm fighting are kind of the enemies this game has. And it's not that they're bad. They're fine. But I would have enjoyed the game more with some variety. Anyone else? I thought not. We can go up. Bet there's a secret in that hole, but I don't care about secrets. I've been thinking a lot about playing Radius again. It's been a while. And it's the game that I feel like I do my best. I do my best work, honestly. Something about that game allows my brain to settle down and think about the things that I want to think about. Come on, shotgun. There we go. But I'm mildly excited to go back to it because I even like know what I want to think about next. I might tiptoe around it a little bit right here. Something I've been thinking about a lot. I think if you're really trying in life, bro, that you need to be able to forgive yourself when you come up short. But you got to really be trying in life, because there's a lot of people that can just forgive themselves everything they do instantaneously, always. And while I'm sure that's a pretty comfortable existence for them, it's probably not that comfortable for the people that have to deal with them. And I think if they instantly forgive themselves for everything they do, then they don't grow. Like, dude, sometimes you mess up and you deserve to feel bad about what you did for a little while. You know what I mean? I don't think it's great to just live with that. Ow! Why I want to talk about that. What is this? Just a mask? And this is going to sound like stupid, right? This is going to sound stupid. It's going to sound like self-congratulatory or some kind of nonsense. I don't know what the word is. I am unable to forgive myself about the dumbest things. Can't open that. And maybe that even sounds like the kind of thing, like, that sounds like a nonsense statement to make. Maybe people even think, where am I supposed to go? This way, right? Oh no, I can't use the magic path while I got the mask on for some reason. Hang on, I gotta concentrate. Key. Hang on, magic path. Okay. Where did the stupid mask go? Can't see because the chat's in the way. Alright. I know how that sounds when I say I can't forgive myself. There's gonna be people that like feel I shouldn't forgive myself, right? There's gonna be people that feel like I deserve to feel bad or whatever. But it's like cartoonish. Like, I regret things I did. This is not the game to try to have a conversation like this. Like, real talk. Occasionally I'll be sitting there and I'll just hate something that I did in kindergarten. And that's like my entire life. And I'm in my 40s now. So as you can imagine, I spend a considerable amount of time regretting things I said or didn't say, or came up short on, or stuff that I promised to do and I didn't manage to do, things I promised that I wouldn't do and I ended up doing, you know what I mean? Like, the list goes on. And it's not like I've gone through my life just causing terror everywhere I've been. Like, I've tried to be a good person. I've come up short. Man, I'm cooking. My fan is on, though. Come back down, elevator. Come on. Come on. There we go. That was kind of janky. Missed. Okay. We're gonna clear some of these. I tried going therapy over it one time. And it's not like I don't want to become a person that just forgives themselves no matter what they do. Like, I know I used to work with a guy that would just, he would make the worst decision. And then he would be like, oh well. You know what I mean? Just like immediately forgive himself. The worst decisions. I don't have any idea where I'm supposed to go. And I'm way out of center in my play space. I don't want that. I don't want to be that. But also, like, it would be nice to let go of some of the smaller, dumber things. To, like, not let that get in the way of basic day-to-day happiness. You know what I mean? The point of being upset with yourself is that you do better. And, like, surely I've been upset with myself on these things long enough. You know what I mean? We found the key. The magic path is not telling me where to go. So, we're going to wander around until we can find the magic path again. We're out of ammo in these. You're not supposed to dual wield those. Like, the ammo doesn't hold up when you use them that way. Let's explore this direction. I don't feel like I was supposed to come over here. Maybe I was supposed to be over here. This is where I came up, right? Alright, let's see where we're at. There's the magic path. Back in action. What the... I got the chat just a little too far away from me. It's hard to see. Well. I found you because I was searching for pest control content. That's very funny. Really should install Far Cry 6 again now that I'm more experienced one-hand gaming. Yeah, you should try that. We all regret stuff. It's what you do to correct things that help make things right or better. Can't fix it now, pest. As long as you learn something, don't sweat it. Real talk. When I still worked for the railroad, I went on like an apology tour. No, I'm not kidding. This sounds so stupid. I am not kidding. I reached out to the person I felt like I wronged in kindergarten and tried to make it right. I'm going to explain it because it's so silly. It's so silly. Like, here I am in my 40s, and for some reason this still bothers me. And it's laughable. It's absurd, right? But this girl gives me her lollipop. Right? And I thought she gave it to me, so I ate it. And then later she came back wanting it, and for some reason I was just expected to hold it. And I felt so bad that I had accidentally eaten the lollipop. And this has haunted me for over 35 years. And it is the stupidest thing that I will be sitting there and I'll be like, you know what I mean? I reached out to the girl in my 30s to apologize for that. It is the stupidest thing. And she was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I'm so sorry. You gotta forgive me, though. And she's like, you're out of your mind. You know what I mean? She didn't react at all like she should have. And then, real talk, there was another girl in middle school. She was a tremendous artist. And I envied that. And I didn't do anything mean. Nothing like that. But I didn't like openly support her art like I should have. You know what I mean? Like, she was a great artist. And it's not like my opinion mattered, but I was envious of that. And what I should have done is just been like, yeah, art's great, your art's great. And she, you know what I mean? I don't know. But instead of being supportive, and it's not like we were close friends or anything, but instead of being supportive, I was envious of her talent. And I did reach out to her, right? Because I went on this apology tour. It's the stupidest thing. This is the stupidest thing. And she had no idea that I was ever envious of her art. And she actually appreciated the apology. But also, her husband immediately contacted me because he assumed that I was trying to, like, hook up with her, which I was not. So, you know, we'll call that one a half win. You know what I mean? And like, our life turned out great, believe it or not. This is going to sound crazy. Believe it or not, me not like proclaiming her art talent had no effect on her life. You know what I mean? She was still happy and successful. I know You would think I had that kind of power, that I would still be worried about that 30 years later. But I should have been more supportive. I should have been a better friend, even though we weren't like close friends, you know? There was a time when I was like hyper competitive. And I used to really let that stress me out. And I could have been a better friend instead of trying to compete with everybody all the time. And it's not like I was some kind of star athlete or something. I wasn't. I wasted a lot of energy trying to compete with people. Wow, it's gonna be a mess. How much automatic do we have? Enough. I don't know if we got enough automatic or not, actually. Oh, we might die. Pull through. We're out of automatic. Alright, drop it and check. Back in motion. Like, the dumbest things. The dumbest things, but I'm just being real, right? I'm a head case. I still stress about that stuff. Even after going on the apology tour, like, I reached out to another friend of mine, Doug. Old buddy Doug. And I was like, you know what, bro? Sorry that I was, like, such an insecure psychopath in our youth. I should have just been a better friend instead of being who I was. And the funny thing is, he's like, that was just part of the experience. You know what I mean? Like, he appreciated my my psychosis. That's just part of the experience, bro. You know what I mean? Not that everybody else was perfect either. You know what I mean? I wasn't perfect, but nobody else was perfect either. Like, everybody that I have gone to and, like, apologized for who I used to be. And it's not like I was some terror on the street, like you can tell from the examples. You know what I mean? I wasn't exactly a terror on the street. Everybody that I've gone to and apologized for thought it was silly, and also, like, it wasn't that big a deal to them. So while they managed to forgive me because there wasn't really anything to forgive because we were all just young and dumb, can't seem to forgive myself. Real talk. Even today. It's the stupidest things. And, like, fully consciously aware that the things that I stressed about weren't worth stressing about. I think this is going to be a very dangerous room. That girl that I reached out to apologize for the lollipop thing. That was crazy. What was I thinking? I wish sometimes that I could, like... I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be in there. I wish sometimes that I could substitute in someone else to be me for a month or so. To do all the things that I know I should do, and overcome my own weakness, my own inadequacy to be who I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like, imagine who you could be if you were able to make yourself do the things you know you're supposed to do all the time. You know what I mean? Like, we are so held back by our own inadequacy, our own inability to be who we know we could be. Maybe one of these days I'm gonna have, like, the most epic deathbed confessional. Called Preacher Man. Called Preacher Man. It's like, well, you're gonna live. You got days left, bro. You don't need the Preacher Man right now. It's like, I got a lot on my mind. It's gonna take a while. And the Preacher Man, like, drinking as I start another story about some kind of stupid regret. You know what I mean? telling me to go down. Get down, bro. He's telling me to go down there, though. Why are we going back down there? Trust the path. Alright. I'm doing a pretty good job not punching the walls, considering my barrier's not working. Check the chat. Who hands a lollipop to hold? I know, right? You're absolutely right. Stealing candy from... Does someone give me a kebab that would be gone? Yeah, you don't know what kebabs are, though. You're nutters. That's why we like you. Welcome to the club. We meet on Thursdays. Indeed. Damn pesty baby's a lollipop thing. Yeah. I know all this time you guys had no idea what a horrible person I was. And I'm revealing all truths today. I'm revealing most truths today. Okay? I also regret things that I'm not even sure if they're real. Like, I regret people that I feel like I've let down. That have never really told me that I let them down, but I think I probably did. Scared me, didn't like it. Made him pay with shotguns, though. I think there's some people that, like, maybe had an idea of who I was in their mind, and I didn't live up to those expectations. I regret that, too. I am who I am. I'm doing the best I can, I promise. I'm worried about things I shouldn't even be worried about. But, still come up short. Still come up short every day, it's tough. I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. We're gonna go over here and see what's over here. The magic path is like telling me to go back down that hole I've already gone down. Makes me think that I'm a little turned around. Checkpoint, haven't done that in a minute. Alright, we're gonna get back over to the magic path. Maybe we missed something obvious. Grow up there. What did we miss? I feel like it's telling me to go way the hell over there. Okay, we'll do that. Good on health. Good enough. Imagine trying to navigate this game without the path. Where's it want me to go? Down here again? Really? This wasn't here. Oh no, fingerfish. We are out of shotgun. Okay. We're gonna go with the auto and pistol. I've been doing a good job using the Discord a lot lately. That's something I fell off on for a while. There's still a few people that on me. Discord is not like a great platform. You know what I mean? Just in general. Go away, flying heads. Nice. I feel like this is about to get ugly. it's a difficult platform to communicate well with people on, like, because it's basically a forum, right? Did make some changes. I removed a lot of the channels on the Discord that don't see regular use. Just condense things, and I'm doing a better job staying active on there, which I think is good. It's my Discord, I should be active on it. I've been posting several times a day. Honestly, I considered getting rid of the Discord entirely. I decided not to, because I still think, oh no, we are just running out of ammo. I've not really used this thing, but today's the day. Thing actually hits really hard. It's just awkward to use. Considered getting rid of the Discord, but also I still like the idea of using it for the occasional game night. And it's still a great way to do game giveaways if I take Notion to. So I decided to keep it. It's not hurting anything, you know, it's not like it costs money to keep it open. It's not like it costs money for people to be members on it. I don't like this gun at all. Like, it's reasonably effective, but it's not fun. See what I mean? It's like, it's got to hit them squarely to do anything, and it's just not satisfying. Man, are we almost there? That was a weird door, huh? This thing does, like, wreck things, though. The game's weird. Like, in the first level, I found so many guns. And then since then, I haven't found any guns. An alternate route that I've just opened. Let's see. Not been on Discord for ages. Haven't up on X. Yeah, I understand. Hope there's a lollipop artifact into the radius. If there is, I won't be able to help my nature but to steal it. Oh, the door closed. Great. Oh, he's awful. Slow motion. I want to die. Clenched and changed weapons. This is awful. He might be immune to that. He's immune to this. I'm gonna put that in my primary hand. Pistol in my offhand. I know everybody's mad at Into the Radius 2 right now. I haven't played it to find out why. We'll see. We'll see. Like, hang on. Durable lad. There we go. We're getting good. We're getting good. I'll find out whenever it finally comes out. Maybe it's not the game that we expected it to be. It's interesting. Like, I could say it's already not the game I expected it to be, but I'm still excited about it. You know, relatively. That's an interesting thing with the developer. Like, sometimes you have a developer and you just like their style, and you come to trust that what they're going to make is what you want them to make, and then maybe they do something you don't expect them to do. And you kind of realize that, like, their original vision that you were so captivated by was created kind of as an accident from necessity of development, and not because they were actually the geniuses you thought they were, you know? Wow, this is not working like some things. Okay, here we go. No, 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 no. I'm clinching so hard. I don't like this gun, and I'm out of everything else. Heck, I don't even have a ton of this left. It's all good. There's a lot of great games coming out right now. Extra Dimensional, The Amusement looks cool. New Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game's gonna be great. Like, there's a ton of games coming out this month. I wish they'd have spread them out a little bit. Like, I really like this game. Bro. You know what I want? I mentioned this on X the other day. I want the old Star Trek Elite Forces games to be playable in VR. I don't know if you guys ever played those. It was actually a really good Star Trek game. And it was a shooter. And it would be perfect for VR if they could somehow, like, work out a deal. Oh, we're in trouble. I'm not going to hit those with this. Where'd they go? Okay. All right. I'm having a hard time on this level. It's not in the direction I'm supposed to go. I need this camera real quick, then we'll roll. I'm gonna lock in and get through this. I've kind of had enough. It's like the same enemies, you know what I mean? I can say one thing about the game. I need a little more variety. Overall, I think it's really good. It's gonna be one of those games. By the time I finish it, I'm gonna feel like it overstayed its welcome. still climbing. Is that what we're doing here? Climbing that stupid thing made me dizzy. You could have gave me 5 hours and I wouldn't have been able to beat this level without the magic pad. This is absolutely absurd. Did I find the red key somewhere? Can we leave? The red key's like usually not even the end of a level. It's usually like the halfway point. Ooh, a new gun! A new gun, guys. Let's go. Apparently we gotta kill everything to get it. I accept the terms. We are out of ammo in that. We are down to like the goo launcher and pistol here. Still spawning enemies. We are out of goo. We are down to pistol. Getting tore up. We gotta get that gun, whatever the heck it is. Yes, something new. Something new. What's it do? Yeah. It's real good. It's real good. It doesn't hold much ammo. So I'm gonna have to keep it for like a panic weapon. Let's drop a check. We'll keep working. We're gonna get through this level and we're gonna call it a day. Finding lots of auto. And we got this death stick. I'm gonna put the death stick in my left hand. And try to rely on the auto for a little bit. Just use the death stick as needed. I hear stuff, I do not see stuff. I prefer to see stuff. I'm lost in the dark. Let's see. I think I can get by with a pistol for a minute. Other than the fact I can't see. Look at this place. Holy smokes. That was a lot, huh? I should have known, like, The 5th relic of the Morning Veil was not going to be easy, you know? One does not simply walk into the 5th relic of the Morning Veil. What did that do? Accidentally wasted my slow motion. I don't know what that does. Oh, I can fly while I've got this temporary power up. That's cool. Unexpected, but cool. Certainly going to make navigating the rest of the stage a challenge. Oh no. We're out of ammo. Hang on. Let's talk about this. Alright. We got a little bit of shotgun back. And we got a little bit of automatic. And we'll do our best. This stage is an absolute nightmare. I feel like I'm supposed to go down there. I'm not gonna make it. No. We're gonna die. We're gonna find out how good checkpoints work. Gotta be near the end of this. This is crazy. Fortunately, I used a checkpoint right before I jumped. I think I could have even made the jump if I would have thought to use this blade's lunge ability, but I didn't do it. I like painting. Switch back to the nasty weapon. Keep the shotgun out as well. We'll drop the tether. Keep making progress. This level has just been insane. There's absolutely no need for a level to be this long and this convoluted. Got the relic. As a result, things are busy. Quit. Thank you. I think I'm supposed to fly up there. There's the exit. We did it. That was crazy. Oh no. We're not there yet. We're getting out of here. We're just running for it. We did it. That was nuts. 40 minutes. That's way too long for a game like this. Like the style of play. We've got 5 of 5 relics in the Morning Veil. See what bro has to say about that.
The lady is dangerous. Do not be fooled by her demeanor. Show no pity.
Okay. The heck's he talking about? Wonder where we go next. I'd kind of like to figure out where I'm supposed to go, even if I don't want to go there yet. Maybe there's some huge nasty boss fight now. The lady, huh? And in this zone, I've got no magic path, so I don't know where to go. So it's not there. It's not down there. Perhaps it's over there, but I don't know how I'm supposed to get over there. Checking the chat. Alright. Dropped you a follow on Twitter, yeah. Nice. You really do pest control. Yep. Had to restart. My comment stopped working. Welcome back, Dazzy. And Radius 2 is a good game, but it does not feel like Into the Radius. Interesting. I'll find out soon. Cool Beans Bestie Baby is now morning. Gone midnight. Hurry up. Up for work at 6:30. Yeah, I forgot that it's real late where you are. You don't have to stick around, Dazzy. I understand. I'm just going to figure out where I'm supposed to go, and then I'm going to call it. Appreciate you hanging out, bro. You don't have to make yourself uncomfortable at work. I'm not that entertaining. And I've been playing long enough now that I'm starting to need a break. I dropped in on our old pal Venomous Lou the other day, and he had been streaming for 8.5 hours. And that absolutely blows my mind. You know what I mean? Like, how does one stream that long? Of course, he wasn't playing something like this, but that's crazy. Some people can do that, I guess. I don't have that in me. Just gonna explore around and see where I'm supposed to go next. I don't see anything obvious. Like, that's the mire. I bet I'm supposed to get up there, but I don't know how I'm supposed to get up there. Because, like, every other zone that I've cleared in here has kind of flowed. Like, I did this, and then I went over there and did that. Get those shells. Huh. Found this little cave. Where the heck is this? I don't get it. It's not down here. We'll explore just a little bit more before we call it. Kind of had enough, but I'm afraid if I take, like, say I don't play for a couple days, and then I log back on, I'm definitely not going to be able to figure out where I'm supposed to go if I can't figure it out while I'm playing fresh, you know? That's not it. Nope, that's not it. It's gotta be crossing that bridge somehow. Like the bridge that's not there. It's got to be. Maybe this, once I have all the relics, works as a lift. Oh no, we're gonna see what this is real quick. I'm gonna grab ammo on the way. I'm gonna plan on using one of these things, even though I never use these. Turn enemies against each other. I might use that if there's a bunch of trash. Deflection if something's ranging. Yeah. There's no checkpoint, so keep that in mind. We can turn enemies against each other, and we can put on a thing to not take range damage. Let's find out what this lady is. It's giving me tons of ammo, so like... that probably means that we're going to have dialogue instead of combat. A save point right before we go into this. This must be bad, huh?
But suffering, remember.
Where am I? Let's find out. Got slow motion. We got relics. We got guns. Look at her. You're ridiculous looking. And not friendly. Orb of deflection. Ran out of ammo in that. Am I hurting it? Pushed her up the floor. This is wild, huh? I don't know if I'm hurting her, or if like I have to wait for her to be weak. Feel like almost like I have to wait for her to be weak, right? Or am I causing her to be weak by dumping ammo on her? What's that? Giant health cup thing. Hell yeah. Ow. We are out of ammo. Guess we're gonna try the shotgun. She became weak on her own, had nothing to do with my shots. We did it, I guess. What's that thing? How do I get up there? Guys, we did it. We're now in the Eventide Wastes. We beat a boss. We're in a new biome. This game is huge.
Here lie the Eventide Wastes, a land of magic and industry, now brought down by hubris and treachery.
Hubris and treachery. Okay. That's enough for today. We've been playing a very long time. We got through our first boss. Synthesized streams in the Radius Nightmare Stalker for 12 hours. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how people can do that. Like, I've been playing for, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours? I'm exhausted. Of course, I work all day, you know? And then I come home and I do side work. And my job's pretty physical. And I'm old. It is what it is. This new biome's really cool. How about this? We got a new biome to explore. It looks like it's got 5 relics, so 5 zones. Let's sit down and talk about what we did today. This game's huge. I don't know how many different biomes there are. The first one had 5 zones and a boss. The boss was honestly, it was cool. The character was cool, but it wasn't intuitive. Like I thought I'm falling down. I thought I was supposed to like shoot it a bunch to make it vulnerable when I was supposed to just dodge around and shoot it. Like it was really easy and not very intuitive. So, you know, not real high marks for the boss. But this new biome's cool. And we'll see. We'll see. We'll play it again another time. It's one of those games that I'm trying to decide how much more I want to keep playing it. Like, I do like it, but it doesn't have enough, like, wrinkles. You know what I mean? We'll see. The next time we play, like, if it's still kind of all the same thing and all the same mobs and I'm mostly using the same guns to do the same thing, this might be one of those games that I don't finish just because I've played enough of it to satisfy myself. I'll have to think about that after I play it the next time, because I want to see if it's all the same mobs. I don't know. I'm getting tired of fighting the same stuff. But it's been a cool game either way. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Dazarus, Phoenix Pest Control. Appreciate you guys. We did a lot today. For a Tuesday, a pretty good day. Hopefully you guys had a good day. Hopefully you're having a good week. Hopefully you got some fun weekend plans. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go camp riding again. I don't know if the weather's going to hold, but gearing up to do that. Got some projects to finish, but it's going to go from nice spring to too hot very quickly. So I want to get outside and do some things before that heat kicks over. I'm excited for this year. I want to get out and live and do things and eat things and go places that I haven't been and try to make the most of being alive. You know what I mean? I've spent most of my life just going to work and doing the things I'm supposed to do, and I'm ready to have some fun instead. You know what I mean? See what that feels like for a change. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Talked about pretty much everything I could think of to talk about today, and we played a whole bunch. So it's been fun. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. I'm going to play a little outro thing for you guys. You're welcome. I'm going to modify this, I think. Make it a little different. I do like it. I'm going to shorten it up somehow. It'll be fine. My favorite part right at the end. I just like that graphic. It was my original vision for my channel art.